is Pyrrhus of Epirus here with another recap of a weekly tournament, and this week it went a lot better. So best of 3, single elimination, no holds barred. It's a cage match, anything goes. I used Alpharius and Lucretia, so let's check out that stuff. This is my Alpharius deck. Current change I've got, I did try Legacy of Byzus. I tried out Ghost Legionary and works pretty well. Yeah, because it used to be Catacombs, but with the changes in the last patch, it's not really relevant anymore to Alpharius. He wants to use Catacombs to protect himself, not a troop. And then my Lucretia deck, you know, what would the phrase be? Shamelessly stolen from Kazrim. This deck is savage. He is a wizard of the deck building industry, art, however you want to refer to it. Yeah, this deck is pretty nuts. So Lucretia, 2 mana energy, give +1/+1, heal 1 to friendly troop. Couple of one-offs, so things like Thessalian Infantry. It's a free card that gives you a 1/1 and a draw card. You know, Secutarii, Axiarch, Salan for extra card draw and a cheap, you know, weenie. Dewback, Goldstones, you know. I think Catacombs is in there, and I changed them out for Pi Alpha. I think that was the right call, because obviously Catacombs gives Lucretia a bit of breathing room, and I was thinking, well, Pi Alpha does the same. Also helps against stun, you know, which is pretty good. Vorax, so good. McCormick's, so good. Bit of Duke, bit of Joker, so nice. Stealth 8, Edict, Scutarii, Forge. Yeah, Mount was very good. Helios is cool. And then, of course, get on to seeing Voltrex. I was tempted. What was I tempted to do? I was tempted to swap Voltrex out for something like Doombringer or you know, like possibly Father Decaeus, or as you'll see, Father Decay comes up in this tournament, and it was much fun to see. Like, I think it's Ornatov, like possibly the coolest thing I've ever seen. You'll see it in the games. It's quite reasonably long today because I get all the way through to the final. So, where do we start? Here we go. So, you know, if you want to see particular fights, I fight Karameikos, Ishamael, Serb 124. The Ornatov game is fantastic, and I finish up against Manrom in the final. So let's get going. Karameikos, Alpharius versus Saul, game 1. Okay, so fairly good opening hand.
We are Legion.
For honor.
This is about
so
victory.
Saul in the current meta is quite scary. You know, he can get out of board quite quickly. It can just hammer a load of pressure. It's got good tempo. I really have to work hard to slow this thing down. And he combos off some things quite well, which you'll see throughout the game, really. I love that he can play stuff for 1 cheaper. It's so cool. It's a shame, in a way, that Lucretia sort of has that without having to activate. But then Saul has the advantage of having access to the Emperor's Children's cards. So I'm just trying to keep his board clear, really. I think this was a really great change. I do think making this guy flank was the right call. Because before, why would you play him? Ever? Like, why would you ever play him? But yeah, so I'm keeping his board clear. Again, I'm conscious that he can play the card that gives his guys +2/+2. Or +1/+1, depending on when he uses it. So I don't want that 5-1 from a 7-3, because that would be horrible. I'd rather take 5 damage. However, I'm being horrible because, you know, I have 2 Saboteur squads. It's not the end of the world for Saul, because he can, you know, activate through the lack of mana, but as you'll see later on, it does come a bit relevant. So that was quite nice. I dealt 4 damage, and he had to use a turn to get rid of it, which suits me fine. I'm just looking to slow him down, because he's still on 5 mana, and I'm getting out quite a nice board. The Ghost Legionary was actually quite good in respect to Alpharius, insofar as I was able to, you know, actually get a nice board going. Oh yeah, this is tedious. No, it's really good. Look at this. Ah! Why? Why? So I'm obviously having to react to everything he does. I'm quite fortunate with my top draws. You know, I'm just getting him low. Getting him low. Like, he's got quite a good board out. I mean, you know, it's not looking fantastic for me. Obviously, I've got Ortalon score, Lambda. I'm gonna again slow him down, get his health a little lower. I'm gonna use my Kalis to, yeah, you can see. Like, I know he's got a Michaelis, but like, I'm hoping I can kill him, because, you know, if I draw like an orbital, for example, he's dead. Like, or at least he would be until he played Manifest Destiny. But that's fine. I don't think he's got high alpha. I don't think he's got a way to unstun his guys. So Ortalon there's pretty decent play. You know, this is sort of a do or die moment for him, really, and you can see he is really, really hunting for answers. And, you know, unfortunately, I just don't think he comes across them. Well, that was cool. That was cool. If he'd had like some sick thing to like come out of the gates and finish me off, that would have been so savage. Unfortunately for him, he didn't. So there you have it. That's a ball game. Okay, so I've used my Alpharius. As per the rules, every week I now have to use a different one. So I move on to Lucretia. Where is she? Lucretia. He keeps his Saul, which I think is a good matchup. I mean, like, Lucretia really surprised me. I thought she was going to struggle with a lot of these matchups, and she just powers through it like an absolute boss. Like, her speed and tempo is nuts. So, strong start. Strong start from the Saul. I think I'll just take the 3 here. Again, I'm just conscious that he's going to do +2/+2, and then I'm going to be in a world of pain. So, got pressure on him. I'm thinking because he's got 4 mana, he might just blow this guy out with a the 4 energy 3 damage thing. So I wanted to get the damage down. Turns out he had that, so even if I hadn't, you know, it was the right thing to do. So I held myself up a little bit. I mean, in hindsight, I guess I could have kept that guy back in case he had the I can't remember what it's called now. The 3/3 that deals 2 damage if his perfection stuns. But yeah. So this is a cool thing about Lucretia and Vorax, is just, you know, Vorax gets that extra health that allows him to just clear beefy creatures out, which is quite cool. I spent quite a lot of this game just murdering his like deck because he just keeps playing things. So both of us are, you know, keeping our tempo. We're sort of going back and forth. You know, and really we're looking for that opportunity where a creature finally sticks, really. But we're struggling to find it because we just keep playing answers to each other. Does he do it again? Yeah, I think he does that again here. So, I mean, this is a really good move. He's really hoping that I've got nothing in hand to deal with it, because he's sort of spaffed his hand out now. So he really has to hope that I can't deal with that. So this is perhaps where I make a calculated decision and it goes my way. So I trade, and then I'm really hoping that this happens, and I don't know how it would have gone if that guy had survived. I mean, perhaps, you know, perhaps I would have won anyway, but, you know, that was quite unfortunate for him. I made a, you know, a calculated risk there, and it panned out. So I get through round 1. Yay! So then next one is Ishamael. So this guy's dex was super cool. I was really surprised. I mean, not because so I didn't know this guy. Apparently he's very good. I mean, he beat I think it was Ibram Gaunt to get through, which is impressive, like, to say the least. So I was really quite anxious coming into this. Plus, here's the new Konrad skin. It's, oh my god, so gorgeous. When you see it, you'll see why you have to get it. If I wasn't having a baby, well, I'm not having a baby. My wife wasn't having a baby, I'd totally buy it. But I'm poor because I need to buy milk. So, that's what you do, right? I'm totally ready to be a parent.
We are Alpharius.
Okay, so Ishamael and myself are both playing Alpharius, so it's a mirror match. These sorts of games I really enjoy.
I know you.
I do think that I have a bit of experience with Alpharius. So, I always go into these ones fairly confident. But I'm looking at this guy going, he's got Alpharius and Konrad. I don't know if Lucretia can take both of those guys. Like, So yeah, I'm not too happy. I guess with Lucretia, it's not so much me actually. Lucretia, it's more I don't have so much experience playing her, so I was a little bit on the fence about how effective I would be. Because Lucretia is a good, by all accounts, and Kazrim's deck is, as you saw, superlative. So I've, waited a turn because I want Ghost Legionary to be bigger. It's also a threat that forces him to attack it rather than me, which I'm fine with. So obviously I'm drawn out. I want to keep his board nice and clear, and I also want to keep his mana low because it's a race. I haven't got any of my win conditions yet, but I mean, I'm expecting to draw into them before turn 8. So, he plays out his Ghost Legionary. I've got a nice big fat one. He's getting there. So again, I'm happy to spend a bit of health to get rid of it. I'm gonna Patronus him, just to slow him down, and then my Ghost Legionary is gonna go in there because I'm thinking next turn is a 6/3. It could survive, but if it doesn't, 5 damage. I need to put that in, and it turned out to be the right call. He obviously, as I would have done, gets tired of that shit and kills it. But it means my Patronus veteran isn't stunned, which is cool. So I'm just, I'm chipping away at him. I'm again pushing towards 9 mana. I could look out next turn and draw, like one of my win conditions. I say look out. I mean, I'm already on 20 cards, so I've been drawing quite a bit. What's the thing? And there we go. Quite nice for me. So I can deal him 6-8 damage, I think, and then I'm going to harrowing him, which is going to force him to heal up, which will, mean that he can't spend, all of his 8 mana on other things that you might want to use. Which is
do what
important.
you must to win.
So yeah, one of many. I would like to highlight. I do think partly my getting the first turn plays a big role in this, and the 2 Sab squads makes it very difficult for him to kind of keep pace and not have to react to me. Like you can see, he's looking for answers. He's like, he's got to find something. So yeah, I'm still not. I mean, I've got a harrowing, but I've still not got Pale Spear, which would be lovely. I'm really looking to get through my deck. That's quite unfortunate for him. Obviously, he can harrowing me, but he needs to heal up because he knows that I've got harrowing. And I could have Lectitio Imitatus, and so it's back down to 6. Yeah, I've got such a health lead at this point. It's quite difficult to do. And there's my win condition right there. So all in all, pretty solid opening game. Now I have to wait for this fucking mechanic. Wish they'd speed it up. Like, that the Ortolon score has, or the harrowing, and then just the number. Like, wouldn't that be so much simpler? Rito, please. So that was game 1. He then shows me his Konrad Kurz, which, Jesus Christ, the pace on this, you're gonna love it. Watch this shit. So I'm sitting there thinking, I don't want both Edict and Forge from a 5 mana drop, so I'm going to get rid of one.
Your army is nothing next to my will to win.
I think I misplayed Edict. I don't play particularly well, but the pace on his opening is awesome. Also, look at this beautiful skill.
Salute.
So nice. I'm must not buy it. I must not buy it. I need money for food.
Tell me, what is your crime?
Oh dear, my crime is lusting after that skin, honestly. So, that's not what a 30 health warlord wants to see. Turn 3, Jesus, turn 3 bloodthirst. So he's just hammering me from the opening. I get Karameikos out. Scottish jungle fighters, because that makes sense. And he's just affecting my tempo so well. Like, it's like turn 3 and I've done absolutely nothing. Which is not ideal. Now, I sort of wonder here, I think maybe not going for Ornatov might have been a mistake. But in my head I was just thinking, kill them all! Kill them! Yeah, he's just pounding me. Like, and there was nothing I could do. Nothing I could do. I think I edict here, and I shouldn't have done. I really shouldn't have done. It was a silly play, but I was under pressure, man. Because I get rid of one card, and I would have lost anyway. But I think just in terms of good practice. Yeah, he plays that guy, and that sort of, well, no, that absolutely sinks me, so. Yeah.
Tactically sound.
I'll play that guy. Die with honor. Die with your boots on. I get him down to 10. Like, that's not terrible. Yeah. So, that was cool. That was absolutely savage. And then Lucretia fights his Alpharius deck. And like, I'd be interested to know how effective
your army is nothing next to my will to
cards
win.
come out and they're really cool.
This is about victory.
I'm not sure.
True victory.
I'm not sure how useful they are. And I mean that with the greatest of love. Like, I wonder if it was just experimenting, or you'll see in a moment. So he plays this guy, Howdy Bronze, and I don't know. Is that like just with Alpharius? I'm not sure what it adds, if that makes sense. I mean, I get rid of it quite quickly, so I do wonder if perhaps there was meant to be some greater strategy, like in this turn. But just, I don't. In my humble opinion, I don't rate the card. I think there are better cards that could be in there. But I've got quite an aggressive board out. I'm already almost at equal health for them. And I'm saving the Secretarii because I want to play it with like Secretarii or Joker, in a way that it might not be the priority topic. So he goes invisible, which is definitely the right thing to do. Although, yeah. So I play that guy just to get some damage on him while he's stealthy. He's got Manifest out, so he's definitely a threat. Obviously he's trying to limit my ability to do things with Sab Squad, like I did in the first game. Now do I Pharos here? I think I Pharos here. Oh no, I don't. So I'm not too concerned about the Sab Squad. I just want to like race him down because, you know, obviously once he gets to 10, that siege ability becomes a real problem. I'm sort of expecting him to heal out though. You know, like. So Pale Spear's out. That could be a bit of a problem for me. He puts in a trap. Ugh. So my board's pretty nasty. He's on 1 health. Yeah, so I think he didn't have any healing in his hand, perhaps. Maybe he was hoping with enough draw he could kill me, although I don't think mathematically that's possible. So I'm assuming he was looking for answers. Which he kills that guy, but that will give me the game. So I don't know if it was just bad draw. I'm not sure about the Hurtado Bronzy.
Interesting.
My humble opinion. Like, it's just, it's not something I would use. But that Konrad deck was savage as all fuck, man. Like, that just scared the bejesus out of me. So, that was round 2. On to round 3, the semi-final. I'm going to serve 1-2-4 with this terrifying Ornatov deck. So this is quite a back and forth.
We are Legion. Open fire.
Ugh.
This is about victory. True victory.
So I'm raising his health down because I don't know how often like I'm going to be able to attack him or his ability to give stuff front line. Again, I'm stunning Ornatov so that you know, he can't frontline the 3-3. Which may have been a misplay. Perhaps it was better to go for 3-3, but hey ho, we'll see. So yeah, it was weird. I didn't really have anything to do on this turn, so I just slapped him in the face. I could have had him draw another card. This, by the way, the amount of like threats he gets at the moment is ridiculous. So yeah, I'm trying to keep him down, take a bit of a calculated risk here. Again, I'm going for health, hoping that I'll come up with answers for that 5-5. You know, he then plays another one, you know, which I'm a little bit concerned about. So I'm going to take a lot of damage next turn, but I'm thinking, alright, that's fine. I'm going to Pale Spear. I'm just going to get some damage out. Because, yeah, you know, I think I can kill him. If I get the right set of, you know, draw, I can kill him. I mean, look at that. Look at all those 5-5s. This is like, this is turn 5, man. This is ridiculous. Well, for him turn 6, but yeah. That's absolutely nuts. So, yeah, I'm sort of desperate at this point. I'm really lucky there. Like, I did not deserve to kill all of that. He's on 7 health. Like, I should be able to win now. Even with that, like, you know. Because he's on 6 and I can orbital base, so. So I looked out a bit. I mean, I haven't been through all of that despite winning. That is terrifying, man. Absolutely terrifying.
Well played.
But yeah, so there's a certain element of risk to Alpharius. It's about, you know, being bold at times and, you know, trusting that you'll draw into the right cards. Doesn't always pan out, but you know. So
Your army is nothing next to my will to win.
this is quite
Open
a fun
fire.
game. So my sort of line of thinking with this Ornatov was just to race the guys, to just go for health as much as possible. I probably miscalculated there in terms of like getting stuff sent back to my hand. At 2-5, I mean, I haven't seen that since I first started playing like Loken, and I used to use it like in my like Ispan 3 deck. Rainer's squad, man, so good. And like now in Terra, like you just wouldn't, in my opinion, you wouldn't see it, but it works so well in this deck. It is so good. It's so annoying. It's just so annoying. And as you see, you can like frontline other stuff, and you can just sit there and go, I don't care. You know, it's so tedious. One thing I've noticed about Ornatov is that he can lose health quite rapidly. But at this point is where he stabilizes. Like, you know, this game's quite good. A bit back and forth. You know, the Voltraks for me are quite relevant. So, you know, I'm feeling quite good. I've flipped the boards, man. I've flipped the boards, you know. And then he pulls out a Vorax, and I'm sad. We're back to square one. Back to square one. Ow. He plays that guy who's frustrating. So I get Cormix out. They play Alpha. I wonder if playing a Skitarii would have been better at this point. And again, I also wonder if buffing the Cormix would have been better. I had a lot of questions about how I played this game. It's amazing how like Ornatov can go from having like no board to, you know, just looking terrifying. And that sodding thing that returns stuff to you, it's like, ah! So I get this guy out again, and then I heal him out, which is important. Like, you know, he looked quite scary at this point. He then gets a seed, because of course he does. Like, Ornatov's definitely got the initiative at this point. Oh, I remember how he wins. Oh, this is horrible. Yeah, so I'm still feeling pretty confident. Like, I've got a board. I can do stuff. I should have played Dewback. That's silly of me. Does he do it now? I think he does it now. Oh no, maybe not. Okay, no, he doesn't. Yeah, big board. Jams my troop, which is just irritating. Obviously trades out, so I'm clear again. Because he's just, all he's doing is stopping me from hitting him in the face, which is, you know, super clever. Super relevant. So I play a mountain. Play you back. And I kill that one. I really wish I had time to play it. That's what he plays. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. What do I do? What like? What do I do? I'm not happy. I am very not happy. So yeah, obviously I'm gonna try and kill that now. But yeah, that just destroyed me. Absolutely destroyed me. That didn't help. God damn it. So yeah, things aren't looking great. Things aren't looking great at all. You know. I don't know why I didn't like Tisha there. I think I should have done hindsight. Yeah, so he trades out some of his boards to kill the Skitarii. Obviously he gets like another Vorax out. And that. So good. And it's still there. Can they come out this turn? Interesting. Eh. And there you go. Poor Lucretia. Got the shit kicked out of her by a great demon of Nurgle. So, having done that, Lucretia then goes up against Konrad. Now, last time, obviously, Lucretia didn't like Konrad, so again, I was really anxious going into
next
this.
to my will to win.
Welcome the darkness.
But then I draw into some really, really funny cards. So, played you back. Get mercy and forgiveness. I mean, that's so funny. Like, being able to buff something and heal it twice is super cool. And then I get that. Like, I mean, so lucky. So lucky in my draw. Ugh. So I trade the last towel. It's interesting. I've never seen one of them in a Konrad deck before. He's playing big fat things, which is a little frustrating because it means that I have to, like, you know, trade my stuff to deal with him, and I'd quite like to be doing other things right now. But I give Lucretia Bloodthirst. Ah! So this was someone I didn't really understand, and I wasn't sure if it was just because he didn't have mana, but like, so he spends 2 to get his damage down, but he's already got sneak attack. So I don't know if that was a misplay, or if he just didn't have anything to do. I'll get Faris out. I think, you know what, I'm gonna start racing this boy with my bloodthirsty Lucretia. So he's now got Forge in his play. I get Domar, which with Lucretia is unbelievable. 3 mana, man. 3. What is that? I've still got the Raven. Like, I mean, it's ridiculous. Obviously, he slows me down for 10, which, you know, anyone in their right mind would do. I think I played Ultra Ramps at this point. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I probably should have healed Lucretia. Like, I wasn't thinking. But yeah, so he kills Domar, which is definitely the right play to do. I mean, I take 8 because I feel like at this point I can. I mean, and I hit him in the face for lots. Lots and lots and lots. And my thought here is that I've got a Skitarii Protector in hand. He did spend a long time thinking about this. I think he was worried about it too. Because he can spend his 10 and he can become the Night Haunter. But I'm going to Skitarii and kill him. So, yeah, I really did have the sort of the nuts when it came down to this game.
Tactically sound.
I think he made the right play. I just happened to have the answer. So obviously I finish him off. Woman to man. Oh, woman to Primarch. There you have it. That's what happens when you draw Mercy and Forgiveness, the Raven, and Domar Gunnison from fucking, like, you know, card generation. That's ridiculous. And then we get to see some really, really good decks. I mean, so when I got to the final and I saw the guy was running Magnus and Bulveye, I was like, well, someone wants to win. And I have to say, these are good decks. Like, if nothing else, look at the cards they use, incorporate them into your own, rob the shit out of it, because, oh my god, so good. So fun. So, Bulveye.
We are Legion.
What a prick.
We are the rock.
Standard start, comes out strong. I faced a lot of captains in this one.
Victory.
I think I faced 3. You know. So I was really impressed that I got through to the final. Like, I've never been in the top 50. I don't think I have the time or the energy to grind. Yeah, I miscalculated here. I mean, I couldn't have killed that thing anyway. Ward's a big problem for me, obviously. But because he buffs it, he can then hit me and the Ghost Legionary. So perhaps I should have played the Aleph and stunned, which would have been a better play. Yeah. So, oh, and then I made another miss. I played shit in this one. So I've got that guy. Now he plays that, so he's got this big board out. Now that is a big problem for me because I then, without thinking, in my turn 5, played the Joker Company, which was a stupid thing to do. Because there's nothing stealth. To me, like an absolute fucking dipstick. Yeah. What a moron. Absolute twat. So I think my defense satellites, like, it's not the end of the world. It's just I've sacrificed so much without needing to, and of course that fucking thing doesn't die. So a draw. It's not, you know, a tactic, which is fine. Yeah. No, I just really fucked up. However, his gameplay is perfect, on point. Look at this shit. So aggressive, so good. You know, just nasty. So I decided at this point to instrument here. It's not ideal, but actually it clears his board. He's got 3 cards in hand. Like, you know, it's not looking too bad. I think he plays Dumber now and I'm just fucked. I know. That's still a problem. Like, I just have no response to it. Heal up.
Exodus in position.
And I think a Patronus, the Goldstones, yeah. Oh yeah, he does that, so he plays out Dumber, you know. But I couldn't kill it, so... The problem is his hand size is so low, my harrowing isn't very good. Like, you know, I've just thoroughly not played this game well, at all. I kill that. It's not looking great. That sort of finishes me, really. Like, there's just nothing I can do against that board. Such good tempo, such good pace. Really good collection of cards. Just, wow. I think I've given up at this point. So I'm looking for some answers, potentially. I can't target any of his stuff, so I can't stun anything. I think it does the irritating thing where now I get the Pale Spear and it's like, ah, fuck you. I'm going to sacrifice myself gloriously in the name of the Emperor or Horus, whichever
You
side.
bought yourself some time.
Yeah. So I didn't play that very well. He played very well. And then we've got the final game, Magnus. And I'm just sitting there going, ah, Christ. So the fact that he plays Magnus second, so if I win with Alpharius, I then have to do it with Lucretia, and it's like, oh, fuck. That's not good.
We are Legion.
Rage against the dying of the light.
Yeah, so I really hate Magnus with every fibre of my being.
This is about victory. True victory.
You know, such a good deck. So with this one, I'm sort of reluctant to use his ability where I can, just because I might draw something that just draws me a card, and that's not necessarily useful. So I played the Sorarius squad first. So you know, Ank me. He's got 9 cards in hand. I think I managed to get him to mill a little bit, but it's not like ideal. I'm just trying to wear him down, you know, because Magnus needs to die. So again, I'm thinking it's unlikely he's got a Pi Alpha. Just doesn't, in my view, necessarily fit a Magnus build. So I'm hoping he doesn't have one. So obviously he's built quite a nice board there. I do got quite lucky with my defense satellites here. Like, there's quite a lot of damage. Draw out a bit. He's on 9. So he's keeping a nice pace with me. I mean, I'm only 3 health ahead. Obviously that guy's a bit annoying. Now, what do I do here? So I heal out. Oh yeah. So I get Dinah. Dinah.
A harrowing is coming.
Yeah. And that's actually reasonably useful for me. Because I can sort of shut that down. This is when I think I start making a few mistakes. So that guy comes out, and obviously those two, not that I realised at the time, combo with each other so well. I was just like, I didn't have any of my answer. I didn't have my harrowings. I didn't have my pale spear. Like, all of my 3-drops came out. You know, it's just the way it goes. Like, you know, he had the right cards. Used them so well, and I didn't. Like, I think the frustrating thing about Magnus is that he does all this stuff, and then you realise, so he's just like wiped my board off the face of the planet, and then you realise he hasn't even used all his energy yet. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's why, like, the Thousand Suns need a proper work order. Now, I make an error here because I don't stun this guy, Duke, and I suffer for it massively.
This is about victory, true victory.
You know, 14 cards left. I still like. I should have. I was sitting there going, "No, I don't want to take too much damage." I should have stunned the Duke, as you'll see in a moment. Should have stunned the fucking Duke, because this is what he does. I'll hit you for 5. I'll return as a card. Oh, and I'll play him again. I'm such a pumpkin. Like, yeah. So I draw another orbital base. It's like, really? Nothing. So yeah. GG. Shame, really. I can't even attack them to finish them off. Like, that's the worst thing. Heal up, stunning Magnus, but like, I'm going to take 11 damage at least. It's just harsh. Look at that. Oh yeah, and then he just kills me. So, you know, he played very well. I made a few stupid errors. But I didn't draw any more win conditions, and I fucking hate Magnus. But yeah, no, he played incredibly well. He definitely deserved the win. It was really good fun. Like, I was very happy to come second. I really feel like I'm beginning to develop a bit of confidence. So, you know, won one, come second in another. I'm quite happy. If I haven't said it before, do get involved with the tournaments. They're so much fun. Like, you know, and you can get quite far and not necessarily have done it before. So Manrom, it was his first, you know, weekly tournament, and he had 2 very good decks, and he played them incredibly well. So he, you know, he got to the top. You know, I'm not a top 50 player. Like, I've never been in the top 50, but I beat several people who were. You know, so have a go. It's great fun, and the community's great. There's a Discord link, you know, at the bottom of this video. Get involved. Like, give it a go. Don't be afraid, because, you know, it's such a laugh. Like, if you want to give this a go, I'd definitely recommend it. It's a good laugh. Pretty brutal. Anyway, so thank you for watching. Any comments, anything that I haven't said that you think I could have done differently or better, please do leave a comment in the comments below. Otherwise, this is Pyrrhus of Epirus signing out. Thank you very much.